Hello, everyone. My name is Royan, and today, I'm going to share with you my unforgettable journey to one of the most vibrant cities in the world, London. I'll take you through every moment, from the preparation to the adventure, and everything in between. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into this incredible story. The dream of London. For as long as I can remember, visiting London had been on my bucket list. The iconic landmarks, the history, the culture, it all fascinated me. I had seen pictures of Big Ben, the London Eye, and Buckingham Palace, and I dreamed of walking those cobblestone streets and feeling the city's energy. Finally, after years of dreaming and saving, the opportunity came. I booked my tickets, packed my bags, and prepared for what I hoped would be the trip of a lifetime. Preparing for the journey. Preparing for a trip to London was exciting but also overwhelming. I spent weeks researching places to visit, restaurants to try, and the best ways to get around the city. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. I packed all the essentials, a good pair of walking shoes, an umbrella, because, let's face it, it's London, and my journal to document every moment of the trip. With everything ready, the day of my departure finally arrived. The flight. Flying to London was an experience in itself. I boarded my flight early in the morning, full of excitement and anticipation. As the plane soared above the clouds, I couldn't help but think about all the adventures waiting for me. After a few hours, I caught my first glimpse of London from the airplane window. The city sprawled out below me, a mix of modern skyscrapers and historic landmarks. My heart raced with excitement. Arriving in London. When I landed at Heathrow Airport, I was greeted by the crisp, cool air of London. Even the weather felt different, a mix of fresh rain and a hint of adventure. I hopped on the Heathrow Express, which took me straight into the heart of the city. As I sat by the window, I watched the landscape change from suburbs to the iconic sights of central London. My first impressions. Stepping out of the station, I was instantly in awe. The city was alive with energy. Double-decker buses zipped by, black cabs lined the streets, and people of all nationalities hurried along the sidewalks. I felt like I had stepped into a movie. Exploring London. My first stop was Buckingham Palace. I arrived just in time to catch the changing of the guard. The ceremony was mesmerizing, so precise and steeped in tradition. The palace itself was majestic, its golden gates glinting in the sunlight. Next, I strolled through St. James's Park, where I admired the beautiful flower beds and even spotted some swans gliding gracefully across the lake. From there, I made my way to Westminster Abbey, a place so full of history it felt like stepping back in time. A ride on the London Eye. One of the highlights of my trip was riding the London Eye. As the capsule ascended, the entire city unfolded before me. I could see the River Thames snaking its way through the city, with Tower Bridge and the Shard in the distance. It was a view I'll never forget. Exploring Covent Garden. In the evening, I headed to Covent Garden. The atmosphere there was magical, with street performers entertaining crowds and lights twinkling in the marketplace. I treated myself to a delicious dinner at a cozy restaurant, savoring every bite as I soaked in the vibrant energy around me. Day 2, Museums and Markets. The next day, I visited the British Museum, where I marveled at artifacts from around the world, including the Rosetta Stone and Egyptian mummies. Afterward, I explored Borough Market, a food lover's paradise. The aroma of freshly baked bread, sizzling street food, and exotic spices filled the air. I tried everything from traditional fish and chips to gourmet chocolates. A stroll along the Thames. In the afternoon, I walked along the south bank of the Thames. The view was stunning, with landmarks like the Tate Modern and Shakespeare's Globe lining the river. I stopped to watch a group of artists performing a play, adding a touch of culture to my day. The Tower of London. No trip to London would be complete without visiting the Tower of London. Walking through the ancient fortress, I learned about its dark history and even saw the crown jewels. Standing on the Tower Bridge afterward, I felt a deep connection to the city's past and present. Evening in Soho. My last evening in London was spent in Soho, a lively area known for its nightlife and diverse dining options. I explored the buzzing streets, listened to live music, and treated myself to a slice of the best cheesecake I've ever had. Saying goodbye. As my trip came to an end, I felt a mix of emotions. I was sad to leave, but also incredibly grateful for the experience. London had exceeded all my expectations. On the flight back home, I couldn't stop flipping through my journal, reliving every moment of the trip. I knew this wasn't a goodbye, it was a see you later. Final thoughts. London is a city that captures your heart and stays with you forever. Its mix of history, culture, and modernity creates an experience unlike any other. If you ever have the chance to visit, I promise it will be a journey you'll treasure for a lifetime. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it inspires you to explore the world and maybe even plan your own trip to London. Until next time, take care and keep dreaming.